Posted a video a couple days ago about how my husband and I have gotten out of the roommate phase after having 2 kids. I'm going to add a few more things. One of the things that we just did to invest in our marriage is we signed up for a small group. It's literally that, like it's a small group outside of church that you can go and invest in we picked a marriage small group. So we are going to be with other couples pouring into each other. We have like a book that we're going to be reading just to help strengthen our marriage, because I just feel like if you feel like you can't get any better than where you're at, I feel like that is a slippery slope. One thing that I did talk to my husband about that we definitely need to get better at, because I feel like once we had kids, like the intimacy outside of the bedroom was harder, because I feel like when you have kids hanging at your legs, like for each of us to go up and like have a whole different persona with each other is hard. So if anybody's telling you otherwise, or you think that everybody else is like just this perfect couple that, you know, has like the physical touch aspect all perfect, like no, okay, well at least not us, and I'm just here to admit it, because I feel like most people aren't going to want to admit this stuff. One thing that I've talked about is like a hand on the back, a hug, a kiss in the kitchen, like little things that remind you, hey, I love you. And while we're not like, you know, everything, okay, let me just say it, everything starts outside of the bedroom. So like doing those little gestures, a text during the day, and this is not something that we do perfectly. Some days it comes easier and some days it doesn't, and those are the days that we have to try the hardest. One of the other things that I feel like we kind of have gotten better at is we're doing things together. I feel like we went through a phase during the roommate phase where we would just be like, all right, well, I'm going out for this, and this, and what do you want to do? Like, you can go do your own thing. So our time to like refresh and rejuvenate was spent alone. And it was like, okay, so when will we ever have time together as a family? Because we're just like, you're going this way, I'm going that way. And I remember thinking like, this isn't sustainable, because we're never seeing each other now, because yeah, sure, I get my alone time, but I'm sacrificing time spent with my husband. I've gotten definitely better at that. Definitely still need a little bit more work on that, but I'm being vulnerable here and sharing these things in hopes that you know that like if you are in it, it's not hopeless, okay? Like you can shift things around just by having a simple conversation and like acknowledging it. Okay, another way that I connect with my husband is by watching him get ready in the morning, okay? There's something about it, like my whole life, there's something to that. Like I love watching people like transform in the morning. So like watching him shave, like when we were newlyweds and before we had kids, that was something that I would always do. Like I'd be done getting ready, I'd sit there, watch him shave, like put on deodorant, like get dressed, do his hair. I just watch the whole thing, and like we just have a conversation during it. And that is something that I have started to try to do more. Like if I know the kids are like watching a show or whatever, I'll like pop upstairs and like just sit there and like have 5 minutes to just sit and like watch him get ready. And to me, that is meaningful. If you want a part 3, I would share things that are hard for us, things that have like challenged both of us, but how we're working through it, and or things that I want to see incorporated into our marriage. So if you want to hear more, I'm an open book to an extent. And yeah, okay, that's all.